Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beaver Mosh, and today I'm talking to you about nuclear cavalry from the Sacremento, California bass band Deiphage. And this is the first EP from this war metal entity, or bestial black metal, or black slash death, death slash black, however you want to define that. And this EP is definitely packaged like a war metal release. I mean, you got the color schemes, the fonts, the production style. Look how they credit themselves. This thing is chaotic. You have those signature hammering, percussive guitar riffs that are such a standard of this style. This thing is enraged, and it's unforgiving, and it's loud. But Nuclear Cavalry in no way feels like this is a brand new band's first EP. There's a heightened musical diversity and a sense of maturity to the thing that makes it automatically stick out to me above a lot of war metal that I do here. And those creative elements that I'm referencing, that I will elaborate and talk about later on in this review, don't tame this war metal album at all or make it feel like it's like some progressive take on the genre. No, in fact, I would say it makes it feel even more pummeling and more ferocious and more downright nasty. This thing has this gruesome and unapproachably devilish appeal to it. Things start out with this ominous, creeping intro, standard machine guns, frightening percussion, artillery shots, some horses, you know, war metal shit. But the title track here hits you with a rampage. The guitars fly around with this nihilism and this unflinching anger. Some of the riffs will hammer down this way while others will slash and cut that way. It's utter chaos, complete madness, yet it feels so contained. And the riffs keep you engaged with just how flexible and changing they are. Some of the riffs will be more of this slower physical groove, while you get some more speed racing flashes, and it all changes abruptly over and over, generating this inescapable sense of anxiety for you. The solo on this cut is performed with a certain precision. It screams with defiance, yet it has that uncontrolled bite that you expect from a war metal lead. And vocally, you get these hypercharged, piercing growls. It's scarring. I love how Bestial Triumph starts with this series of rolling riffs before the other components join in on a pronounced hammer down that hits like a truck. The percussion here plays a huge role with these snapping, violent runs. The cymbals are crazed as they reverberate over the rest of the monstrosity being created with the drums. Guitar-wise, you get these erratic, echoey slides that add a certain panic to the cut, while some more traditional black metal riffing does exist on this record. Here it's more in the shadows, coming across in the most unhinged sort of way. On War Moon Rising, you get this slow, doomier, methodical groove that has me slow nodding in anticipation until it evolves into something that kind of jerks and fidgets and never really finds a stable footing. The vocals are recorded in a way that they sound close, up front, and inescapable, yet also coming from a cave at the same time. There's this disgusting reverb effect on it that makes it sound horrific. And that is a compliment. The way the vocals will kind of rhythmically play with the guitars while these alien hums interject themselves, it will make you question your sanity. Cloven Portal has these siren-like whirling leads that twist and weave around this cavalcade of double bass, unleashed drum passages. It's heavy as all shit. This whole track has this unforgiving sense of insanity and chaos and unrest. And when the riffs do take a break for a measure or two here and there, they're not really offering you any sort of respite. Instead, they elect to punish you with these sharp stabs. Instead, the bass here just adds so much power to the low end. You can feel it pushing up against you in a way that adds so much to the physical nature of this record. You can feel the riffs. You don't just listen to them on this record. They are muscular enough to punch you from a distance off of the record or through your chosen file format or streaming service. The track just kind of ends with this very sinister solo and these absolutely cursed vocals. It's terrifying. Holy hell. With Feasting Upon Immortal Flesh, enough brutality is saved for the end of the record. And I love how these screeching leads will trade places here and there with these very full force pounding strums. It's very disorienting. I suggest not listening to this track standing up because that would be very dangerous. This concluding track really actually speaks for the whole album, is just so uncaged with so much being thrown at you all at one time. This Nuclear Cavalry is just fiery, thoroughly pissed, destructive war metal that sold me immediately. I don't usually review or do a full video on EPs simply because there's not usually enough music in it for me to always talk enough about it to justify a video. But I never make those hard rules, and there are exceptions, and this was because when I did my listening for this week and was trying to decide what I wanted to talk about to you, I couldn't get away from it. It was this. This was the obvious answer. So here you go. While keeping that constant forward, pummeling energy, the band injects a lot of diversity into this album, with each track having its own life. There's surprisingly a lot of turns for a quick listen like this, an EP length. And so, yeah, there's my recommendation. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you enjoy what I do and want to be informed of more, and it really helped with the algorithm, it would mean the world to me if you'd be so kind to subscribe. Go leave a comment. Love engaging with those. But Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. And hey, keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh. Signing off.